My name's Jason Condon, and my wife Natalie and I own Isabelle Farm here in Lafayette, Colorado, just north of Denver. We grow almost 80 varieties of organic produce. We sell, we have on-farm sales, we have a CSA, and we do a lot of wholesale. We try really hard to embrace as much technology as possible, but it's really challenging with our type of farm because so much of the technology has sort of been created for, you know, corn, more standard type crops. And so, you know, as we've started using GPS, we started using more and more drip, more and more different sensors, different data. It is really tricky to keep all that sort of tsunami of data from just overtaking you. And that's actually the thing that I really do like the best about the Hortau system is you can see the information you need, and you can certainly drill down and get all the data you want, but it's set up in a way that's user friendly that you don't have to sort of sift through a ton of data. You can just really look at the graph, and you can set the graphs up the way you want to see them for the information you need to see, cut out the information you don't want to see. And so that, to me, I think is the thing that really sets this system apart from systems we've used in the past, is not having to go out there and sort of with my calculator and notepad trying to figure out, you know, how to calibrate this number to make sense of it. You know, you can really just see what those numbers mean. Yeah, I mean, stress for us is, you know, it's paramount. I think we're trying to baby these plants, and, you know, we can't afford to have blossoms falling off. We can't afford to have fruits aborting. And what often happens, especially with drip, is, you know, it can change really quickly. And when you're dealing with a crop that you're aggressively harvesting, and you're in a drip situation, and you get a day like today where it's hot, you get a little breeze, and, you know, it's amazing how much that soil can change in a given 8-hour period. And, you know, what we've found with drip is by the time you start seeing stress on the plant, then you're kind of on the wrong side of things already, because you're going to struggle putting that water back in with drip. So it's really important to us to be able to sort of get ahead of that curve, figure out where that stress is going to be before you start seeing it in the plants. Because really, by the time in a drip system like this, by the time you start seeing your plants looking stressed, you're already kind of on the wrong side of where you want to be. You know, here on the Front Range, like a lot of the West, water is the biggest, tightest commodity by far. I mean, it is. It's interesting talking to other farms from other, you know, the Midwest or something. You know, they just have a really different way of talking about water than most of us who farm in the West do. For us, irrigation is really everything. I mean, we lay out the field based on how we're going to irrigate. We select field, we select crops. Everything we do has irrigation thought process built into it, because without that, I mean, we're so dry that there's no way we grow anything without focusing on irrigation. And I think, you know, as events over the last few years in California and Texas and really all over the West are showing, I mean, being able to demonstrate that you're being proactive with water use is going to be more and more critical as the years progress, because we can all see that the pressures on ag water are going to increase, and we're going to have to be able to really demonstrate that we are proactively doing our best to conserve water, use that water intelligently, you know, and make sure that we're stewarding that resource carefully, because there's certainly going to be more pressure, not less, in the future.